everyone. I am so excited. It is Fresh Tip Tuesday. We are back for 2022. I know we took a little bit of a break for the pandemic as we were figuring out the home studio versus the other studio. And then I was like, oh, not people don't always watch Fresh Tip Tuesday. I'll take a break. And then I realized, oh my gosh, you do. Like I had so many personal messages that I was a little bit overwhelmed. Like my heart was full and smiling and just really excited. So I am so excited to be here for you for Fresh Tip Tuesday. We're going to be coming back to you every single week on Tuesday at 12 noon. Well, unless some crazy catastrophe or something happens, but most every Tuesday at 12 noon right here. And either Facebook will be streaming live on the Fresh Expert page or on YouTube. So excited to be streaming on 2 different places. So please be sure to allow StreamYard to capture your name so that we can then share it for you. So on Facebook, you do need to go to Facebook or StreamYard.com/Facebook. It is loaded right on there. So that way I can share your comments. So please comment with me, and I'm actually going to pop it on the screen with our virtual audience and backstage. So we're trying out a new format and trying out some new things because it is a new year. So let's get started. All right, guys. So how many of you made New Year's resolutions? Okay, do you even make New Year's resolutions anymore? If you do, please be sure to put it in the chat to let me know, because I'd love to see how many of you guys actually maybe made a resolution. I know I taught a vision board class about a week and a half ago now. The time flies by way too fast. And we actually talked about picking a word for the year, because sometimes it's easier to have a word that encompasses our whole theme and our whole outlook for the year. It's kind of like, this is what we're working towards. It's one full goal instead of just saying lots of little things. So, we got to set ourselves up for success, right? And that's the way to do it, to feel better, to grow. I'm just happy to be here with you. So please make sure to comment when you're on to let me know that you are here. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about 3 major things. We're going to talk about getting organized, some great things to save you time, space, and waste. I'm going to share with you one of my favorite new apps that I've been using to get healthy this year, to clear my head and my space. And I'm going to give you a really great recipe for a Thai quinoa salad. So I know you're going to love it. And I see some of you guys are checking in. So I just want to say, hey there, because Dawn has already commented that she's here. Isn't this so cool? The way we can just like share it on there. So thank you so much for being here. Thank you for watching. All right, let's get going. All right, so the first thing we want to talk about is getting organized, because I think getting organized is the top resolution year after year, even if you don't officially make resolutions, because let's be honest, everyone wants to get organized. When you are organized, you are proven to help reduce your stress, save your sanity. You know where things are, things stay fresher longer. In fact, getting organized will save you time, space, and waste. Now, there's a couple different reasons why you might want to be organized. For example, maybe you're one of those that feels, a little overwhelmed when you open your pantry every morning. And if you have that avalanche of bags that falls hits you on your head, and if you guys ever can't find something, you're moving stuff around to find it. I mean, the pantry really is a huge place that we feel overwhelmed. So one of the first tips that I have for you, no matter what, even if you don't use my fresh product picks, is when organizing and cleaning out your pantries, always make sure that you organize by sections. Now, what do I mean by sections? Think about it like all your baking stuff together, then all of your snack stuff together, then you're going to have all of your kids' stuff together, maybe all your drink and tea stuff together. Sections make it easier because that way you know exactly where to go. You're going to say, all right, I need to go here to get the stuff because I'm making muffins. Oh, we're doing dinner. I need my pastas and stuff. I know to go here. Or the kids need snacks. The kids know to always go there. So no matter where your different sections are, they will help save you time and sanity because you actually know where things are when you go to look for them. Now, the second major thing that I'm going to say you need to do besides organizing in sections is to label. Of course, I do choose Modular Mates that are right behind me here, Tupperware's product, as my fresh product pick because it does have a lifetime warranty and it keeps the bugs out and more. But on top of that, they're translucent, so you can see what's inside of it. So whatever containers you do pick, make sure that you're able to see not only with the fill line, which is nice, that way you know when it needs to be refilled, but it's right there, so that way you can see this is what I want. Now, besides the fact that it's translucent, we also then need to add on the next step, which is making sure that you have labels. Now, why do we need labels? Well, how are you going to tell your baking soda from your baking powder, from your cornstarch, from your powdered sugar, right? How are we going to know which one's which? It's really hard. That's why we have to label them. And actually having good labels is hard to find too. So either use your Dynamo or comment below and I will share with you a link. Just say link, please. And I'll send you a link to a local gentleman here I know that has started to make labels for me to use for my customers at my parties and more. So if you'd like to have inside scoop on what I use for labels, comment link, please. And I'll be sure to go back and send you the link to my friend's Etsy store. So you can not only get from someone local, but you can use what I use. So that's great tips for you. So make sure that you organize in sections, make sure you use clear translucent containers, and make sure that you label so you know what is what. That is going to make a huge difference for you this year when it comes to getting organized. Now, I love good did you knows, so I'm going to give you one right here, guys. And this is very important for each of you to know. And did you know this? If you did, you comment and you let me know. Did you know that insect larvae live inside of your grains? Yeah. Did you know they like to eat the glue that binds the flour and sugar? Yeah, that's why you should take things out of its original wrapping and put it into straight airtight containers. Ones that have a lifetime guarantee are, of course, the best. But we want to make sure that you have that because insect larvae, they like the airflow, they move around. It's just gross. And some people say, oh, well, I store my flour in the fridge. Don't worry. Y'all, I'm not trying to gross you out, but you never know if someone tells you, they just slow down. So please make sure you take all your food out of its original wrapping. Please don't leave it in the wrappings. Don't put it in a Ziploc bag. That does not help. No bueno. Okay. You deserve the best, not the rest. Make sure it's an airtight container. That way it saves. That's a fun did you know? Did you know that? Did you know? Did you know that? I know, I cracked myself up. It's just fun. Okay, here's another fun did you know for you guys for today. Oh, that's the wrong one. Sorry. See, I'm getting there. Here we go. Did you know spices have a shelf life of 6 months? How many of you guys knew that? Any of you guys knew that? I think it's a pretty good one. And if they're in airtight containers, they can last more. There you go. Unless they're in, actually, when you store them in an airtight container, they'll last about 6 years if you have Tupperware. But that's just because it's a lifetime warranty. But I found this as an interesting tip that I think all of you guys need to know is that there are yellow, orange, and red spices actually attract the bugs, and the bugs will actually change their color to that spice, which is like with paprika, there's these little red bugs that get all in there, and you don't realize there's bugs in it till you're actually cooking the food. So again, airtight containers, not only for your seasonings, you'll save a ton of money when you buy in bulk and store in a quality container as well, to the fact of shelf life too, to save you money. Because you work hard for your money, right? We want to make sure that money maximizes, and so does that dollar. So get organized. And the reason I'm sharing all of this with you today to start off is because if you're going to get organized, get the best for the best price. Right now, Modular Mates are on sale. What? Up to 50% off. That's pretty great. Now, if you'd like to get 67% off because you're like 50 is good, Corinne, but 67 is so much better, then make sure you comment below. I want 67. That I know you want those percentages off, so then I can make sure to share with you how you can get even better discount than 50% off, but only in January right now to get you that great special. So let's get rid of that little anxiety that you have going to the grocery store thinking about shopping. Let's get rid of the anxiety of the overwhelm of your pantry. Let's save you. Let's freshen your life. And I think that would be a good one. All right. So did you guys love these tips? Go ahead and comment below and tell me which tip did you love the best about getting organized this year. So go ahead and let you get a second. Put that down there. All right. Now it's time for a recipe. I know, because Fresh Tip Tuesday, we got to keep it in, right? We got a time limit. Your time is valuable. And I want to give you the best nuggets that we can. All right, but before we do the recipe, I got to show you where I got my recipe. And that is my new favorite app. Okay, guys, How many of you guys have different workout apps? Do you have one that you're loving right now? Because the one that I'm loving right now, I don't think you can see it on here, is Asana Rebel. It is a yogi app. I've been trying to do yoga every day to help get myself back in check and mind and clarity and physicalness too, I guess. I turned 40 this year, so I kind of feel like my body stopped working in the last year. So it's just like, we got to fine tune it. And yoga is a great way to do that. But here's why I love this app, which is why I wanted to make sure to share it with you, is when you go in here, not only does it give you different workouts that I can stream to my big TV, so I can have it in my living room area with my yoga mat out, and I can have it on the big screen to follow. But they also have a bunch of different ways of things that you can explore. So there's the exercises, there's challenges, there's a sleep module where it gives you like different tunes to listen to, nutrition. There's so many great recipes on here. We're actually going to be cooking one of the recipes today, Tupperized a little bit. But they also have meditation and music for focus. And I will say I'm loving this music for focus because when I'm at my desk, I kind of get distracted easily. I have this squirrel syndrome. Many of you that might be ADD or ADHD, you might relate to me a little bit. It's hard to keep on track. So music in the background is one that helps. And I'm really loving right now the music. It's kind of like mixes that they have for focus. So I've been playing those and just for 30 minutes. So I kind of know this is my work module. This is my section, my time block. That's the word I'm thinking of. The time block that I'm going to be working. And as I'm playing these musics and stuff, it's fantastic. So go try it out. You're going to love it. You're going to thank me for it later. It is a paid app. No, I don't get compensation for sharing it with you. It literally is one of my fresh picks right now. It's something that I love. The Chill Beats is really great too. So if you've tried them out before, let me know. If not, be sure to go on and check them out. Okay. But what we are going to be making today is the Thai. It's actually on here, but I'm not going to worry about it. Look at all these different ones. There's so many that you can do. It's so cool. All right. So we're going to make I'm going to see if I can get the picture. I'll show you what it looks like. Thai style quinoa salad. Can you see that? Thai style quinoa salad. So good. Okay, so are y'all ready? All right, let's get to making it. First off, what you're going to need is you are going to need quinoa. Now, I love quinoa. If you're not familiar with quinoa, quinoa is a superfood. It is high in protein, high in fiber. A lot of people use it to replace their grains so they can get more of those other nutrients and the macros so that you have a nice, well-balanced diet. I love quinoa. I actually buy it in bulk, as you can tell, with my modular mates there. So you can make sure to keep working. I like to get the biggest bang for your buck, right? So buy in bulk if you want, store it if you have the right containers. When they're buy one, get one free or on sale, you can get it then too. Now I'm going to teach you my really quick and easy way to cook quinoa. How many of you guys have cooked quinoa? Make sure to comment and let me know. But the easiest way ever to cook quinoa is using Tupperware's Smart Multi-Cooker. Now, if you remember from Fresh Tuesdays of the past, I love the micro cooker. The Smart Multi-Cooker is like a 4-in-1. You can do your grains and your rices. It also has the colander shield that is metal encapsulated in plastic. So it pressure steams your produce or your proteins like chicken and broccoli. It'll actually steam at the same time. And you can do 2 different levels of it too. Like this thing is great from pasta to grains to a whole 3-course meal. You could actually do all of them together because you cook pasta in the bottom at the chicken as the broccoli, and you've got a whole 3-part full meal there, which is fantastic. So we're not using the colander part of it though, the steamer part. We actually use the grain and rice part that comes off, and the recipe calls, I can't tell. I think there might be a typo. It looks like it says 41 ounces. I'm like, there's no way. So I did 4 ounces of quinoa and I did about 8 ounces of water. So typically what I do is double the amount of liquid for the amount of grain that you're using when it comes to quinoa. Then we're going to take it and you put it in the bottom of the multi-cooker. You're going to put the little tray that keeps it from bubbling over. It's a little white little valve. So the steam is all wet because of the steam. And then you slap the little top on. Of course, I'm doing it down here. You can't see it. I keep forgetting. So we've got our base here, other, and on. Now, I put this in there. So I did 4 ounces of quinoa, 8 ounces of water, just mixed it up a little bit, put it straight in the microwave once it's been pushed down. And we cooked it for a total 8 minutes, and then I just let it sit there. I went and did my makeup. I started cleaning the kitchen a little bit. This is great for meal prep, so you truly can plan ahead, and it has it all in there. So then you just pop the top off, move it to the side, and then you'll see we have, look at that, beautiful, right? Such a great amount of quinoa, and it's simple and it's easy and it's a way to go. And look how fluffy. I don't know if you can see this, y'all, but look how fluffy. Is that not fantastic? Okay, so we've got our quinoa. So that is step one. And you want to make sure your quinoa has cooled. So that way, as you mix in the veggies and stuff, it makes it easy to mix it all together. So we've got our quinoa here. We're going to put this over here. And then we're going to start messing with all of our veggies that we have. Da, da, da. Okay, so next step in this recipe is we're going to do 1/2 of a red bell pepper. I've actually got my cutting board right here so that I can show you guys. We've got our red bell pepper. Now, I was at a party the other day and I was showing them how to cut a bell pepper easier without worrying about the seeds. So what I like to do is take my knife and scroll down the sides like this, or the one side. Okay, you can do it that way. It's really easy. And then you can just, hold on. I cut all the way around like this. So I took the knife, I went from one side all the way to the other, and then it just easily goes like this. Whoa, comes right open. Because I only need half of one. I don't need a whole one, so I don't want to worry about it all. And then you just take the seeds, just cut this part right here. Sound effects make everything better, right, y'all? Yes, it does. Say yes. Say we. Say see. Okay, and then we'll just rip this right off. There you go. There you go. So easy. Grab your microfiber towel, wipe it out on the inside. So we've got our pepper. So we're going to go ahead here and we're going to cut our pepper. Come back here. If you love quinoa, if you've used it before, please be sure to share and let us know if you have. Got it all chopped up. Now, of course, you can have everything pre-done. I just kind of wanted to show you because I love these knives and stuff too. Just how easy this really is to do it. Now, you could throw it all in the supersonic chopper and you can chop it up super easy. Today, I figured, I'm going to make it hard for myself. I want to cut it all, right? Because it's just easier. Depends on how big you want your pieces too. Do you want it really small? Do you want it bigger? How do you like your pieces? So here we go right there, all chopped up. And we're just going to take it, go ahead and mix it right back into that bowl. I don't like dirtying too many dishes if I don't have to. So we're going to put it right into that one. So there we go. So 1/2 cup. Now, next ingredient, are we ready? Is 1/2 of a carrot. Just going to take our carrot and we're going to put that in there. And then we're going to actually do 3.5 ounces of cabbage. Now, cabbage is something that I don't use a lot of, but I love it. Do you guys ever have that? You have this like love relationship, but it's like out of sight, out of mind. And red cabbage in general, it's really like purple cabbage, but it's just beautiful. And I like things that are pretty. Okay, so cut those up. Chop, chop, chop. I kind of feel like I want them smaller than that. I don't know. I'll come back to that. So we're going to put some carrots in there. Those look great. Okay, so we've got 1/2 of a carrot. All right, we've got 1/2 of a red bell pepper. Now we're going to do 3 ounces of cabbage. And I'm actually going to be using our mandolin to make this really easy for us. So we're going to take our mandolin. We're going to put it on a setting of 2. Just because I want to just shave a little bit off. Now, it's a total of 3 ounces, which isn't a whole lot. But we're just going to take a little bit. So I'm taking the edge off here. So make sure you get to the fresh ones that are here. And we're just going to slide it across. Now, there is a guide on your mandolin. If you do have a Tupperware mandolin, please make sure you use your guide because we are not liable if you cut yourself and you are not paying attention. Just like if I were to cut myself, they would not be liable right now because I'm just all over the place. Woo! Okay, look at that. Look how pretty that is. You can't see that, can you? Look at this. Do y'all see? Look how easy that was. That was so easy. Shred it up, baby. Give me the shredder. And that's what the mandolin. But this is why I like the mandolin. The mandolin is so easy, and we like easy. So 3 ounces. Now, if you aren't sure what 3 ounces is, it's about 1/2 of a cup. But I love red cabbage, so I'm actually going to just put in there about a whole cup. And you can always measure, too, if you like to measure. Look at that. Woo! Okay, so all that's right in there. We're going to mix that one up next, too. All right, now we need to add a spring onion, which is just a green onion. Nice and beautiful. I like having the ends in it, too, so really cut up the little part with the white, which is the onion, and then the green part, which is like the chives. I like having that too because I just think it gives a nice flavor. It's a good color. I like using almost all of my vegetables when I can. So try and make sure you get all that you can on there. So we're going to cut that off. There we go. Add some more of that in there. Woo! Okay, so now if you're just joining us, we're making a Thai quinoa salad, and it's got a half of a cup of red peppers, or red bell pepper. We got half of a carrot. We've got 3 ounces of red cabbage, and we put 1 whole stalk. We cut the whole stalk up of our spring onion. Okay, so we've got all of our nice veggies that are in here. Now what we need to do is make our dressing. And to make our dressing, I'm actually going to use the Tupperware chopper. This is our little mini chopper. I call this one the baby. You could also use the smooth chopper, which is the mama. You really don't need the daddy, which is the supersonic chopper. That's the big one, just because it's so big. And we don't need it really big when you do dressings. Honestly, the little mini chopper is really all that you need. So in this nice little chopper here with our little 3 blades to make everything easy, we're going to put in here, 4 tablespoons of soy sauce. So you could do low sodium soy sauce or whichever one you want. That's about 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, 4. I know I measure well, don't I? 4 of that. Then we're going to put in there 2 teaspoons of agave. Actually, just got more agave because I was out of it. I like the agave in the raw. That one's my favorite because it's organic. Now, if you don't have agave, you could use honey. You could use date syrup. Date syrup is a great one too. Basically, you just want a little bit of a sweetener. Agave is just nice nectar, so it's a little bit more mild. Just gives the flavor that you want. So that's 1, 2 teaspoons. Not a whole lot, just a little bit, okay? Then we're going to put in half of a teaspoon of of lime juice and a half of a lime. So we're going to use our little juicer here. We're going to grab our lime. We're going to roll our lime out, because when you roll it out, that's how you get the extra juices in there. So it's super juicy to share. And then we're just going to, see, sound effects, right? Makes everything better. How easy that was. Do you see all the juice? How much juice is already in there? Like, it's great that it's so fast. Okay, we're going to pour that in there. Woo! All right, next, what do we need? We got our lime juice. We got our soy sauce, agave. We need about 4 ounces of olive oil. If you don't have olive oil, avocado oil works out fine too. About 4 teaspoons. 1, 2, 3, and 4. That sounds about good. Then we need 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. I don't know why. Peanut butter is just one of my favorite things too. I really do love peanut butter. I'll have to spoon over there. Oh well. Let's pull this out. Get that peanut butter. Total peanut butter is 2 tablespoons, okay? So 2 tablespoons of peanut butter. Personally, I love the 100% peanuts. Creamy, because we like creamy peanut butter, just because I like natural peanut butter. And we don't like all that extra sweetener in there, because I'm sweet enough, right? Okay, maybe not. Whatever, I thought that was funny. All right, so we got the peanut butter in there. Then we're going to add 1 teaspoon of sesame oil. Did I do that yet? No, sesame oil. We need a teaspoon of sesame oil. Okay, good. All right, now that we have all of our ingredients in here, so you see why we only need the small one? Like, it didn't fill it up completely. You really don't need the big one. And then we're just going to pour. Make our dressing. Woo! Do a little bit of a workout. It's not really a workout. It's really quick and easy. All right, look at that dressing. Do you see how beautiful that turned out? All right, now we're going to take our dressing. We're going to pour it on top of our salad. That looks really good. Oh, I forgot the cilantro. Shoot. Okay, so cilantro. You can either take your fresh cilantro. We should have chopped that up when we were doing the other. Actually, I'll just throw it in there. Let's throw that in there like that. But I have a cheat I was going to share with you all. Is that how many of you guys have ever, like, you don't have cilantro on hand? Okay. I love cilantro. I have actually an arrow garden because I try and keep fresh herbs all year. Just I love fresh herbs. And you can keep it in your Tupperware Fridge Smart. They will prolong the life of them as well. But one of my little cheats that I love is just getting the little tubes of organic cilantro or other herbs too. I keep them in the fridge just in case, because their shelf life is fantastic. So it's green. Wait, where's it at? Where's my shelf life? It doesn't say it on here. I know their shelf life is fantastic. Oh yeah, 6/20/22. So it's stamped across the top. So this is good till June of 22, which is fantastic. So I can have it in the fridge. So if I have one of those days where either I've used up all that I have, I forgot to buy some at the store, maybe it didn't look good at the store, because when you're in the off season, sometimes it's hard to find good fresh herbs in the store, right? So we'll just take our little tube, and it just makes life easier, and just plop a little bit right there. Okay, so that's it. Get your cilantro. about a half of a button. How much was it supposed to be? I just wrote down cilantro. I didn't write down how much. It's on the recipe, so I need to pull it up for you guys. So that way you can see it. But we can post it. But it is part of the Asana Rebel Thai quinoa salad. So you can check that. Oh my gosh, guys, this is so pretty. I love it. This is when we need to go back to smell-o-vision, right? So we can have that for you. So here we go. I'm going to take it and put it in our nice clear bowl so all of you guys can see this. But how easy is that? So today we have talked about getting organized for the new year because it's so important to get organized, to save time, space, and waste, and have all that beautiful. Oh my gosh, guys, like this is just so pretty. Look at that. Is that not gorgeous? That is so gorgeous. Thai quinoa salad. All right, so we got organized. We talked about why you should organize in centers. We talked about why you want to keep it in an airtight container because it keeps the bugs out. You want to make sure you label it so you know where things are. And of course, you want quality products because right now, modular mates are what? Hold on, let me go back to show you again. Just in case you missed it, right now, they're 50% off in January. So I can help you with that. I'm doing free consultations as well for custom kitchen planning. So if you'd like to know what you would need, and then you can figure out if you want to go from there, free consultations to help you figure out what you need to get organized. And then we're talking about eating healthy with Asana Rebel. It is one of my new favorite apps right now. And from there, we did get a great new recipe for a Thai quinoa salad. Super fresh, super healthy, super yummy. I left my spoon over there, so I'm just going to use this right here, just like this. Oh, that's good. Oh, I forgot one more thing. Cashews. We need 4 ounces of cashews. We need extra little crunch. Oh, wow. See this? Like, Okay, let's try another bite. This time I want a cashew. That's such good flavor. The peanut gives some creaminess. The acid from the lime. The cilantro. Because you can never have too much cilantro, in my opinion. You either love cilantro or you hate cilantro. Add in those cashews for that crunch. You also get the crunch from the red pepper and from the cabbage. All of it together. I went down the wrong side. So hold on. Yep, I think we're good. I am super excited about this. I hope you guys have enjoyed being here with me today for Fresh Tip Tuesday. I can't wait to see you next week. Make sure to let me know. Are you looking for a fun recipe? Or is there a tip you'd love to see? I'm choking there. I can't wait to share it with you. So please let me know what you'd love to see on future Fresh Tip Tuesdays. I'm also going to be sharing with you some of my fresh friends. That's right. Every month, one of my super amazing fresh friends are going to join us, and we're going to talk about them and what they're doing, because they're people you need to know, because I love my friends and I know you'll love them too. So I look forward to seeing you guys next week for Fresh Tip Tuesday. Thank you so much for taking the time to join in with me today, and I'll see you later. Set your timer. All right. Bye, guys.